Okay, you're all set to start the meeting.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the republic
for
which it
which
stands, one nation, under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with
with
liberty
liberty,
and justice for
justice
all.
for all.
Thank you.
Trustee Cheney,
Here.
Trustee Lindbergh,
Here.
Mayor Newhart,
Here.
Trustee Bachman,
Here.
Trustee McManus, Mike Mosier,
Here.
Stephen Gaba,
Here.
Thank you. Well, this meeting, tonight's meeting starts with a public hearing on the proposed local law 1 of the year 2022, entitled "A Local Law to Amend Village Code Chapter 39 and 90 and A 150 regarding the village parks, facility use permits, and to enact a new Chapter 39A regarding assemblies." So, Raina, if you would read the public notice, I appreciate that.
Please take notice that the Village Board of the Village of Warwick will hold a public hearing on January 18th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. on a proposed local law number 1 of the year 2022 entitled "A Local Law to Amend Village Code Chapters 39 and 90 and A 150 regarding village parks and facility use permits, and to enact a new Chapter 39A regarding assemblies." The purpose of this local law is to promote the public health, safety, and welfare by amending Village Code Chapter 39, Assemblies, Public Village-Owned Properties, and Village Code Chapter 90, Park Rules and Regulations, and new Village Code Chapter A150, Facility Use Permits, and enacting a new Chapter 39A, Assemblies, Public, Private Property. A copy of the proposed local law is on file in the office of the village clerk and available for inspection by interested persons during village clerk's business hours. Pursuant to Chapter 417 of the New York State Laws of 2021, the said meeting will be conducted in the following manner. Members of the village board will attend the meeting via Zoom video or teleconference. The public hearing may be viewed live on the Village of Warwick, New York YouTube channel. Interested parties may submit comments to be received by 4 p.m. on January 18th, 2022 via mail, attention Village Clerk, 77 Main Street, Warwick, New York, 10990, or via email clerk@villageofwarwick.org. Comments may also be made via YouTube during the public hearing by going to the Village of Warwick, New York YouTube channel. No in-person attendance is available or permitted for the meeting. Public comment will be permitted. There is no physical meeting location, but for the purpose of compliance with the applicable law, the location of the meeting shall be deemed to be conducted at Village Hall, 77 Main Street, Warwick, New York, 10990.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So with that, I don't believe we have any public comments that have been sent to us, but if the board would like to make any comments at this time. I would like to thank Bill and Corey and Raina for the hard work of organizing and getting this done. Steve, any comments before we finish the public?
I think that the changes to the local law, particularly in regard to assemblies, are going to be helpful, and the clarification rules for the park and facility use are also going to be a good thing.
So with no comments this evening, may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Second. Aye.
Aye. Thank you. May I have a motion to accept the following? Oh, excuse me, before I get going, I'm a little ahead of myself. For tonight's meeting, Pursuant to New York State Chapter 1 of the laws of 2022, public bodies may conduct meetings and public hearings either remotely pursuant to the requirements of Chapter 1 or in person following CDC and New York State Department of Health guidance. Therefore, the Village Board meetings will be conducted virtually through Zoom video conference until further notice. The public may view the meeting live on the Village of Warwick, New York's YouTube channel. The public may also view the meeting a day or so after its completion by going to the village's website, villageofwarwick.org. To comment during privilege of the floor, comments may be sent to the Village Board prior to the Village Board meeting via email to clerk@villageofwarwick.org or mail Village of Warwick, attention Village Clerk, Post Office Box 369, Warwick, New York 10990. Please indicate on your correspondence that you wish to have your comments read during privilege of the floor. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. May I have a motion to accept the following minutes: December of 2021, the Clerk's Office, the Justice Office, the Department of Public Works, the Treasurer's Office, the Credit Card Account Transaction Detail, the Building Department, and November and December Planning Department reports.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And may I have a motion to accept the minutes of December 20th and December 27th, 2021?
So moved.
Second.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have a second?
Yeah, Corey gave it.
Oh, you did. I didn't hear you. Sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Sorry, Corey, I didn't hear that. May I have a motion for authorization to pay all approved and audited claims in the amount of $131,627.28.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Under correspondence this evening, we only have one piece, and that is a report letter from Pitangaro and Deutsch Consulting Engineers regarding the proposed water and sewer connection to the village system for the Pioneer Farm project. And privilege of the floor, do we have anybody that has contacted us in advance?
No, not at this time.
No, thank you. So we'll move on to motions. And Trustee Cheney?
Motion number 1 to grant permission to Village of Warwick employee Antonio Rivera to carry over 10 vacation days.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to reimburse John Arrett of 41 Magnolia Lane, Warwick, New York, for overestimated water and sewer fees in the amount of $750.50.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution approving COVID-19 hardship deferred payment agreements for municipal water and sewer services. Whereas the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in a state of emergency being declared within the state of New York, and whereas one of the statewide measures taken as a result of the said state of emergency was a moratorium on utility service shutoffs, which included a right for persons who incurred COVID-19 related hardships to enter into deferred payment agreements regarding any arrears on municipal central water and sewer service charges. And whereas the Village of Warwick has received requests from property owners to enter into DPAs based on COVID-19 related hardships, and whereas the village has prepared forms for DPAs which may be utilized for such purposes, copies of which are annexed hereto. Now, therefore, be it resolved as follows. 1, that the Village Board hereby approves the DPA forms for use by the village in COVID-19 related hardship cases. And 2, that the Village Board hereby authorizes the mayor to complete and execute such DPAs on any requests for a COVID-19 related hardship DPA that were received by the village on or before January 7th, 2022.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Can I assume Steve has reviewed all the wordage to it and he's good with it?
He wrote it and he actually wrote the motion as well, so
Okay.
we're in good hands. So we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And trustee Lindberg,
Yes, sir. Resolution adopting Village of Warwick Local Law Number 1 of 2022 entitled A Local Law to Amend Village Code Chapters 39 and 90 and A150 regarding village parks and facility use permits, and to enact a new Chapter 39A regarding assemblies. Whereas the village board has before it consideration a local law entitled A Local Law to Amend Village Code Chapters 39 and 90 and A150 regarding village parks and facility use permits, and to enact a new Chapter 39A regarding assemblies. And whereas the following due notice to the village board held a public hearing on the proposed local law. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. Number 1, that the village board hereby adapts the above local law, which said local law shall be effective upon publication, posting, and filing in the office of the Secretary of State in Albany.
Second.
all in favor?
Roll call.
Trustee Cheney,
Yes.
trustee Lindberg,
Yes.
trustee McManus. Trustee McManus. I think he's
George?
frozen.
George is frozen, I think, in. This is new. This is,
Uh-oh.
maybe he'll come back.
Does it matter that the last motion was also a roll call vote? We didn't do a roll call for that one.
It does not matter whether you do a voice vote or a roll call vote on a resolution. They're listed as such. All you have to do is list the votes as they were taken. The reason for having a roll call vote is just in case you have an issue on which there might be a split. You can tell who voted no, who voted yes better. But there's never a requirement that you have a roll call vote as opposed to a call for ayes and nays. It's just procedurally set up one way or the other. So if you did a voice vote as opposed to a roll call vote, don't worry about it.
Here's George. Hi, George, welcome back.
I guess I'm back.
So we were up to your vote. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Trustee Bachman. Trustee Bachman.
Yes.
Okay. Mayor Newhart.
Yes. Very good.
Resolution amending schedule of fees pertaining to facility use and parks permits. Whereas the village board has it before consideration proposed amendments to the village fee schedule pertaining to facility use and park permits, copy of which is attached here too. And whereas following due deliberation of the village board wishes to adapt the said amendments to the village fee schedule. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. Number 1, that the village board hereby adapts the said proposed amendments to the village schedule of fees.
Second.
And a roll call vote.
Trustee Cheney,
Yes.
trustee Lindberg,
Yes.
trustee McManus, trustee Bachman,
Yes.
Mayor Newhart.
Yes.
Make a motion to approve the budget modification and transfer request as per the village treasurer's letter dated January 11th, 2022.
Second.
Did we have a second?
Second.
Second. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Make a motion to grant permission to Winslow Therapeutic Riding Center to hold the Duck Derby event on Sunday, May 15th, 2022, from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the linear park by the Waywayanda Creek and South Street parking lot. Was set up to begin at 8 a.m. and breakdown to be completed by 3 p.m. All activities must be in accordance with the New York State and Orange County Departments of Health. Completed park permit, proof of proper insurance, and $100 security deposit have been received.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to appoint Michael J. Batts Sr. and Elizabeth Doty as machine operators and Ralph Boone and Noel Thompson as alternate machine operators for the Tuesday, March 15, 2022 village election at a rate of $13 per hour.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Make a motion to appoint Victoria Haig, Margaret Basaris Lopata, Virginia Kimbrick, and Donald Grenier as election inspectors, and Thomas King and Jeffrey Howard as alternate election inspectors for the Tuesday, March 15, 2022 village election at a rate of $13 per hour.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And George?
Make a motion to approve New York State Gaming Commission Form GCRCF raffle consent form for Music for Humanity to sell raffle tickets in the Village of Warwick during the 2022 calendar year and authorize the village clerk to sign the same. Approval of Form GC-RCF does not authorize the applicant to sell tickets at their leisure. All ticket sales during events and/or street fairs are subject to prior written approval of the event organizers and must be filed in the clerk's office. All other ticket sales are subject to prior written approval from the Village Board of Trustees. All activities must be in accordance with New York State and Orange County Department of Health.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Bill, would you do the addendum? Do you have it?
Sure. Make a motion to appoint Sharon Worthy Spiegel Esquire to serve as a consultant to the Village of Warwick for negotiations with the Teamsters Union at a fee of $100 per hour with a maximum of $500 per day.
Second.
Can you do that? Can you do the motion again because you froze mid
Oh, sorry. All
motion?
right. Make a motion to appoint Sharon Worthy Spiegel Esquire to serve as a consultant to the Village of Warwick for negotiations with the Teamsters Union at a fee of $100 per hour with a maximum of $500 per day.
Second.
I just want to say that is a similar fee that Jack and Gracia charged us 4 years ago, and Jack has retired. He was really great, the work that he did with us, and I truly appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to working with Sharon. So we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Bill, would you also make a motion to appoint myself and Barry as the negotiating team?
Sure. Make a motion to appoint the mayor, Michael Newhart, and who else?
Trustee Barry Cheney.
Oh, Trustee Barry Cheney to do the negotiations for the Teamsters Union contract that ends May 31st, 2022.
Okay.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's all the motions for tonight. We have some reports. Trustee Cheney, do you have a report for us? You're muted, Barry.
I got it. I would like to mention a couple things. One is that the federal government today opened a website for households to be able to request and receive COVID test kits, at-home test kits. And you can access that website by going to covidtest.gov. So covidtest.gov. And I believe that it's limited to one request per household, and you get 4 test kits as part of that request. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was that the county has been strenuously lobbying with the state to get them to establish a state-operated test site in Orange County so that our residents don't have to travel to Rockland or Ulster to be able to get a test for COVID. So those 2 items, folks, if you can follow through on them, and hopefully we'll have better news soon about the state opening a COVID test site here in Orange County.
Great. That would be great. I just want to mention that there was a county-sponsored, test, giving tests to the public, and it was very effective. I want to really applaud Mike Sweeten for organizing it. It was at the former prison site, and it worked out perfectly. And we gave out a lot of tests, which was great. The public was very appreciative. And I believe that there's going to be some other dates, and just watch websites and watch the news for that information. And hopefully there will be one in the village, in which case we'll probably use Memorial Park. Trustee Lindbergh?
No report tonight, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. And Corey?
No report tonight, thank you.
George? George is frozen again, so. This is interesting. Well, I'll just, as a matter of time and expediency, I just want to mention a couple of things. Well, one thing is I want to thank our DPW and Mike Mosier for the cleanup from the storm, or just following through during the storm. It was the first one of any merit for the season, and I think everyone did an excellent job. But I also want to mention, and a great thanks to the new ice skating rink, which is in Memorial Park. It was definitely a gift to the community, and it was fully organized by our Department of Public Works. I have to say that they saw that we had this rink in storage, and it had been a number of years since we had a really cold winter or a place to put it, and they figured it out and really done an excellent job, and it's getting well used very quickly. And we're maintaining it, we're watching it, and but I would just want to thank you, Mike, and thank you to the men for that work. And there are many happy kids too, so they thank you. I don't know if George is going to return.
Since Mike is here, does he have his report to give? Mayor, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. Mike.
Oh, I thought you froze.
Mike is unmuting himself.
He's sitting so still, I thought so also.
I froze.
Yeah.
I can give you my report if that was what you would like. Let me find it here, sir. It was submitted on time. Okay, the Village of Warwick Department of Public Works has been working on the following projects and assignments while socially distancing and maintaining a safe workplace. All the village properties have been continuously maintained. We're to the shoveling section of this. We did leaves and all that. We're being taken care of, but now we're just doing sidewalks. All the dig safe utility markouts were performed. We're patching with coal patch throughout the village. We were prepared for this storm. We had to clean up on Main Street. We did construct the ice rink Memorial Park, which includes a couple guys put together what is a handmade Zamboni machine to clean the ice. It's quite ingenious. It's made basically with scraps that we had around the yard. Put some heat to it. It really works well. It would work a lot better if there wasn't some trampling through the ice, but it's working as well as it could be expected. It was a great idea. Apple Eve, we did the setup and takedown. We've been replacing a lots of signs throughout the village, whether they get hit or just been faded. We did install the flagpole at the 9/11 monument site. No flag up yet because no light on it yet. We can't put a flag up till there's a light. We're working with the electrician to get the light and that be taken care of. Guys worked on resetting the pillars at the entrance to First Street parking lot. Again, we'll get the electrician in. He'll put the lights on the top. We did the railroad green display. The brand new Christmas nativity was put up and taken down. Menorah, Santa sleigh, and all the holiday decorations. A couple guys got together and we painted American flags on the picnic tables that are up in the pavilion. Just give that a little splash of color, make it look nice up there. We made repairs to skate park equipment. It says on my report that we moved the half pipe, but due to the weather and some conflicts with the cold, we couldn't really get that going yet. Hopefully for next week. We replaced the inlet structure at the upper reservoir. We tore out the old dilapidated concrete structures probably in there from the, I don't know, maybe the 60s or before, and tore it out, put a new one in, settled it straight, and now that's all set in there. We picked up all the Christmas trees from, well, not all of them. I think I saw a couple of them today when we were out checking out the roads. And everybody now has attended the yearly training by Comp Alliance for workplace violence and bloodborne pathogens and all of our DPW training.
Good work. So any comments from the board? Final comments for this evening? We're not going into executive session. So could I have a motion?
So moved to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good